And we're live!
Hello!
Welcome back to
the Untitled Africans podcast.
episode 7. I'm Brian.
I'm Wangechi.
And welcome.
We out here. Bow, 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 bow.
As you can see, you know.
We got a little setup going on,
The girls got a budget.
Honey, can you... Hi, my name's Wangechi. Thank you so much. Oh, hold on.
You gotta give the ASMR girls a little throwback to episode.
Yes.
Little clink, clink.
Look, this is for all my anemic girls out there.
You
know that. Oh, clink, 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 clink.
But welcome back to those who are listening, to those who are watching.
Appreciate
y'all
you.
For appreciating, for riding with us as long as we have been.
I know. A whole 7 episodes.
Hey,
consistently.
That is an accomplishment.
It
honestly.
is.
Shout out to us for the consistency.
You're so pat on the back. And thank y'all for listening.
I know.
Speaking of accomplishments, though, shall we jump right in
to
Miss Angela? Oh, guy, I don't want to say it like I was single. Okutoyi.
Right.
Yes.
The Grand Slam doubles, the girls, juniors, doubles Grand Slam champion.
Wow.
At Wimbledon 2022.
What a title.
First Kenyan.
Wow.
To win, yes. I think she had a Dutch partner. Unfortunately, I don't know her name. Sorry to this woman. Her and her Dutch partner won the junior girls doubles Grand Slam at Wimbledon, which is huge.
Yeah.
For those who don't know what Wimbledon is, it's the big tennis tournament in the UK.
Yes.
They host.
They'd be throwing them rackets, balls, whatever.
It's so funny when they were interviewing her for BBC Sports Africa. She was like, "This is the first time I ever played on grass." I was like, "I know."
Wow.
But
she's
shout out
like,
to her for coming a long way.
Yeah, my first time playing on grass, but I still defeated everybody that needed to be defeated.
Period.
Thank you. Wow.
Hopefully she'll be a singles champion soon. She said she's gonna move out of the juniors league and then
go into the adult type.
It's so crazy. It reminded me because I just watched King Richard.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Never watched it.
I watched it. It was on HBO. I watched it, and the whole Serena and their dad story, and like how her dad pulled them out of the juniors.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
It reached a point. No, I think they were playing because their dad was like, they're too big or like they're too good to be in the juniors, and like I think he just wanted them to like focus on actually being children, because like a lot of times when like girls play in like the juniors, they burn out. By the time they're like in their 20s to like enter like now like the main league.
That's fair.
And then he was just like, "No, we're gonna hit pause real quick. Y'all gonna be kids." Remember there was like one scene where like he took them to like Disneyland or something when they were supposed to be like competing.
Oh wow!
Or, like, at practice or something, and their coach was like, "Richard, what the hell are you doing? These
girls
supposed to be focusing." He was like, "No, they're gonna be kids. They're only like 15,
they're young,
16.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want them, getting big heads and." But it was a beautiful story, and it just reminded me back to her, and I'm like, shout out to the Black women in the tennis league. Black people are taking over tennis.
Honey, I want the Kenyan stereotypes of us just being runners to stop. And Angela, Miss,
girl,
our first sign of hope.
Oh my God, you can come on the podcast, girl. We'd love to interview you.
We'd love to have you.
Such a good guest.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
You know how Zoo is always like dream guest.
Yes, dream guest, Miss Angela.
We'd love to have you.
Come on, come through, baby, come through.
So what else is plaguing the girls? What's happening?
There's a lot going on in the timeline with the Black girls. First of all, there's the whole natural hair movement going on where people are just like,
I thought natural hair happened and we all fell in love and like moved on. I thought we all had a Kumbaya moment and we said
yes, embrace your hair.
What's happening?
So basically what's happening is that this girl made a TikTok basically saying she's done manipulating her hair, like stretching it, putting in protective styles, and just wants it to be it. Like she'll moisturize it, whatever.
But she just wants to wake up and go.
Exactly. And not the wash and go, because that is not no wash and go. Not if you have 4C and above type hair.
That struggle, but okay.
Yeah.
But I like she to be reminded solely.
Yeah, she means literally like your hair as is. Like not how my hair is. My hair is stretched most of the time, or it's under a wig, or it's in a protective style otherwise. But she means, I woke up like this, baby. Because, we don't really ever see that. Or we only like...
So she said she's done
and doing all the extra.
What's all the controversy?
The girls are mad. They said she looks dusty, crusty. She said, "Oh, you're the type who's like went through the stage where you only grew up around white people and your hair looks a mess."
And
And
now
it's
she's
like,
falling back into.
it's not giving that
Oh.
though. It's giving she's just trying to embrace
Wait.
her hair.
You know what that just made me think
What?
of? The black girl from the Polar Express. No hate to her,
Why?
but
Nah, because that was shade.
no hate to like the girl, but like I don't know why that my head instantly popped up when you said she used to be around white people. Her hair looked a mess. I literally thought the girl from the Polar Express.
But her hair really did look good. Like it looked like normal. She like put a little side part. It was completely shrunk because 4C girls hate wearing their hair shrunk, me included, because it's just like it's not
I have length.
Look, and the shrinkage be disrespectful.
This ain't the color purple. I have length.
Exactly, but shrinkage is part of like our history, evolution. Like there's a reason our hair shrinks and coils together.
Right.
And I don't understand why people are so mad that somebody would want to embrace it. Like,
really?
They just upset. But child, anyways, speaking of
black the people older girls, it seems the black girls are battling this
week. Where's the kumbaya for real?
This girl,
what's her name? Carla? I don't know. She got A's in her name.
This girl, young girl, under 20, right? 19?
Yeah, she's like 19, 20.
She came under fire because apparently she'd been posting about like dating older men with access to
coins.
Funds, not in like a seeking arrangements type of way, no, more like a actual, serious dating. And people have just been eating her up.
Yeah.
And been like, girl, you're so naive. I remember when I had this phase, when all I wanted was a man to take care of me, da 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 da. And girl said, skirt.
Not too much
Record
on
scratch.
My name.
Not what that is about. That's not who I am. Y'all don't know me. And she broke it down for the girls and just basically said, I'm a woman who has goals. I'm, I guess most of y'all weren't at my age, very much goal oriented, but y'all dating these crusty, dusty, fucking
she gathered the
doo-doo stains in the underwear looking ass men. And just that's not her vibe. That's not what she wants. She's definitely wanting to be with a person is wanting to date a person who, matches her goals and her lifestyle and what she wants for herself. And she's a person who's like, it's not that she's like chasing like sugar daddies. She herself comes from means, is what I'm assuming, is what she was saying in the video.
I don't think she comes from means necessarily, but she earned the means.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Herself. So she got scholarships on. I think it was a whole lot of scholarships because she goes to an Ivy League. Like,
she made sure. That's the thing I love about her. She made sure to list that.
Know.
She said, I'm very much a woman in the second best school in the country.
Yes.
Y'all will know.
Come correct.
She enunciated. She said, I go to the second best.
And she will gather you with such eloquence. Okay.
Elite behavior.
It is very much. She's simply like, I'm that girl and y'all are mad. Like the definition of that. And it's like, okay, y'all are mad that she's going on these hero dates because I guess one of them like was his 44th birthday, and it's like, what does a 40-year-old man and a 20-year-old girl have in common? Especially because like the older men, like some of them are white, so it's like you saw how like what happened with Lauren Fields, and she was out on a day with some older white man, and then they just did her case so dirty. Like they just did not care to investigate actually what happened to her. So like,
as it goes with most crimes against Black women,
period. And then so like, I get the whole Lauren Fields thing. That's not what this is. I don't know why we're trying to put death and scare tactics on this woman who's deciding to date different
with a purpose.
Yeah,
and
like
with goals and intentions.
Somebody you don't approve of. And it's not like she's out here like, Black men ain't, younger men ain't. She's just like, yeah, right. She's just out here dating because she's in her 20s. She's like, oh, I've been introduced to a whole lot of money. Let me surround myself with the same kind of people. And if anything, if you want to question anybody, you need to be questioning these older men, not these younger women. She is simply dating smart.
Message.
IMO. She's simply dating smart.
Right.
These older men, why aren't you in their DMs? They're the older ones. They're the wiser ones, right? they're the ones that are supposed to know better, right? But y'all
Okay.
want to come to the woman all the time about everything and just continually question it. She's just, I was watching her TikToks. I'm like, let me get up and
Didn't
do
she?
something with my life. Shit.
She'd be like, I woke up today, I went to school, did this, studied for this, then I went and had this very nice meal at this very 4-star, 5-star restaurant. I was like,
Right. Bought a $3,000 purse and went to this rooftop with my mom, then went on a date, then went to this
did she take her
party.
mom on one of those dates?
Yeah, I saw
I was
that.
like, girl, you might as well hook up your mom when you at it. Actually,
Look.
let me not break up a house. Let me not break up a happy home.
Right, because her parents might very well be
Yeah,
together.
you know.
Yeah.
But damn.
Yeah, I'm for it.
Well, I just feel like as a collective, as Black people, and as as a gender, as Black women, y'all need to have a Kumbaya moment online.
It's so hard out
Come
here.
together and defeat the patriarchy. Y'all fighting the wrong fights.
Fighting the wrong fights.
Y'all fighting each other. Y'all should be fighting the patriarchy.
Women embracing their hair and women living their best financial life.
Speaking of fighting the patriarchy, these Gen Z girls are not quitting about the Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade. Girl, do you know they pulled up, they found out that one of the justices, I think it was Brett Kavanaugh, was pulling up to a restaurant. And they blocked this man from entering. They were protesting out the restaurant. Like, there were so many of them that apparently this man had to leave.
Oh, wow.
I was like, yes.
I'm for it.
They're ready to burn down the fucking Capitol. You know what? I say
burn all of it.
U.S. government, if you're listening, this is all for entertainment purposes. But
right.
My Gen Z girls, I say we go all January 6th on the asses.
Yeah, because clearly you can do all that with no consequence, really.
Absolutely.
So,
but I'm here for it. I love that this generation is just very much like, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's like putting action behind the social media posts, which is what we need, like, more than anything.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because all this bullshit, most people be like, oh, let's vote. Yeah, these people we didn't vote for. We didn't ask for these motherfuckers.
What's happening? Because we voted. No, we voted.
And then the ones we did vote for are the ones who elected these people into fucking.
I'm just confused because they told us, vote, okay? Y'all put Trump in office because y'all didn't vote. That's how he got in office. Vote. Mind you, he lost the popular whatever. Vote. We voted.
Doesn't make sense to me how he still got his ass in office.
We voted.
If he lost the popular vote, how the fuck he in office?
I'm just confused because we voted, and yet what is happening? No, what is it called? Reimbursement. What was those recovery checks? Whatever.
No more COVID checks.
No more COVID
checks. COVID checks dead.
Joe Biden is waiting to bring back the student loans. I swear he is foaming at the mouth because just like putting it off for this long.
I'm like, you know what's gonna happen? Re-election time. He's gonna be like, and we're gonna end student loans.
Yes.
Yeah, you've been running on that platform. You know what? Fuck it. Bring Bernie back. I'm ready for Bernie. I'm ready for y'all to feel the burn. This man was talking socialism left and right. I was like, you know what? Fuck it.
Feel the burn, Miss Warren, somebody who actually wants to make a change. Because
they be getting in office and they be forgetting.
They get, I don't know. I don't know, because I'm just like, oh, there's checks and balances. But literally, Democrats have the presidency. They have the Senate, half, it's tied, whatever. They have the House. What has happened? This is why I got out of. It's irritating. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
How did we end up here?
How did we get here?
I'm trying to leave.
I feel like that is just the theme song for America right now. Like, girl, you are on the up and up. What happened? The downfall is...
Honestly, after Barack Obama left, it just...
I think a part of it is also because we got old enough to recognize
how fucked up it actually is.
Yeah, the rose-colored glasses came off quickly once I hit 18 and started seeing the world for what it was. I was like, hey, this is not anything that I thought it was growing up.
Which now leads us into our topic of the episode. America, the land of dreams. Were we lied to?
Was the biggest scam?
The biggest branding scam.
Honey.
In all of America.
In the world. Because...
All right, this is our segment we like to call Let's Get Into It.
Let's get into it.
So let me ask you this. When your parents told you that you guys were moving to America, right? Were you old enough to remember when they told you, or
I was 3 years old, so
Damn.
yeah.
So no memory.
No memory. I was like, I'm just glad to be here.
Okay, I'm along for the ride. This is happening.
Yeah.
But let me tell you. So when we found out, or like when my parents got, their green card,
Mhm.
and I was like, they were like, we're going to America. I was like, what?
Land of milk and honey.
I was like, at this point, the only thing, just like how here, the only visions of Africa and like most African countries people see are of poverty or whatever.
Yeah.
Only thing I had ever seen of America was Hollywood.
Mm.
I was like, oh, we finna be with the stars.
Honey.
We finna be living on Main Street, USA.
Yes.
All that.
Soft life, soft life.
Literally.
Before there was a soft life.
Before there was a soft life. So, I was like, oh, it's gonna be fun. I'm be living it up.
Yes.
And then so when my parents told me like where we're gonna be hosted, because when you come here first, like you have to get hosted by like a host family before, So they were like, we're going to Cali. I said, oh, what? Word?
What did all Kenyans go from Kenya to California?
No, I was like, word? We going to Cali? But then something happened. Next thing I knew,
in the South, baby.
Our one-way flights from Jomo Kenyatta Airport said Hartsfield Jackson.
Oh, y'all didn't even get a opportunity.
No.
They said, actually, we know where the Kenyans are migrating now.
No, literally, I don't know what I think. I honestly don't know, but I was told California.
I know you were looking forward to
Atlanta.
That.
So that's where the scam began. Okay? That is where the scamming started.
Honey, lied to you from the jump.
In the scamming capital of America.
Actually.
Literally.
Actually.
So I was like, okay, this is cute, So I thought I was going to be living next to fucking Even Stevens and Lizzie McGuire.
LOL.
Meanwhile, girl, no. Living in fucking T-Pain and fucking...
Yes.
all the rappers.
Oh, yes. Travis Porter and T.I.
So literally like our first... because my dad came first, and then me, my mom, and my sister came after. So when we first got here, like me and my mom, mind you, can we talk about the whole process of like traveling from Kenya to America with everything you have ever owned?
No, be grateful that you had to take a plane, because at some point we're going from, I want to say it was North or South Carolina, I've repressed that part, to Georgia. Do you think we took a plane? No, baby, it was Greyhound all day.
On the midnight train to Georgia. No, not the Greyhound.
The Greyhound. But like, okay, tell me about your story.
Picture this: my mom, never been out the country, never been out of Kenya, hopping on a flight with a 7 to 8 year old and a 1-year-old toddler traveling from Nairobi to London Heathrow
and then
to Atlanta. Mind you, have either of us ever seen an airport? Do we know how to fucking navigate this shit? But you know what? Me, my mom, and my sister, we trekked that shit. We survived.
Wow.
Because tell me why. My sister, I think at the same time, had started teething.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
So every single flight from Nairobi to London to crying.
Oh, I know y'all were the people on the plane that everybody hated.
Every flight attendant was like, "Is there anything we can do? Do you need some like warm milk?" They were
Get these teeth out her gum.
Like they were being the absolute kindest people and like trying to help along the way any way they can. Mind you, we had like 3 suitcases a person. So you've got your carry-on and your actual checked luggage that we had to like get through, and still like, and then I don't think they had instituted like the car seat thing yet. So we didn't even know. So my sister was just
riding dirty.
Yeah. And I was just like, ugh. So we finally, we get through all of that. We get to America, the land of milk and honey.
Yes.
We're going to be like, oh, this is going to be great.
Quick shout out to your parents, your mom, getting
shout
through
out to the
that.
Wrens
Yo.
for dealing with all that.
The struggles, like.
It is not difficult for anyone who has ever had to migrate their entire family across oceans. Y'all the real ones.
Big ups.
Big ups to y'all.
Because I'd be stressed enough packing my own stuff.
Bruh,
You want
it's
me
stressful enough
included,
us
babe?
traveling single.
Look. Because honestly, my mom was the same with my dad was here first. And then she got 3-year-old me, 4-year-old my sister, and then how old? 8-year-old my sister.
Both. Damn.
Like
she had 3 of y'all.
3.
And it was just her.
8 years old, 4 years old, 3 years old.
4, 3. Damn.
Yeah.
Shout out to the moms.
For real.
Shout out to the moms.
Holding it down.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cause what? Could never have been me.
Me neither. Yeah. I would have been like, y'all catch a flight. Good luck.
But yeah, we get here, land of Milk and Honey, thinking, oh, we finna be set.
Coasting, baby.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Get here, bitch. It's a motherfucking struggle. This shit is very ghetto.
The whole way through.
Whole fucking way through.
I will say, when I got to California, my dad was with them rich white missionaries. Oh, baby. Disneyland, like all the places, cruises, like I couldn't ride none of the rides. I was too short, but I was just glad to be there. I was just glad to be in that. So
you, the one who stole my American dream experience. You're the one. It was you.
Guilty.
It's okay. You have years to make up for it.
Oh, I've been suffering. Okay. Made up with it with that long 24 plus hours Greyhound that never ended.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait, from South Carolina
North to Georgia? Or South? I don't remember.
24-hour Greyhound?
I don't know. It felt like 72. I might be exaggerating. I don't know. I was like 6.
Why am I thinking they're just straight shot? No, because I forget.
Oh, no.
Greyhound stops.
Stops, baby.
Damn.
Stops.
And it was all 5 of you?
I don't remember. All I remember is me suffering. That's all I could think about. How much longer am I going to be on here? If I see one more little wolf, white wolf, fox, trot, whatever this thing is on this damn bus, I'm going to go crazy.
It's called the Greyhound. It's a dog. It's a type of dog.
No wonder I don't like dogs. I see. Now the trauma is connecting.
It's connecting. Oh, yeah.
Wow. It makes sense.
Oh, yeah, baby.
No, just suffer. Just suffering.
Sif Johnny Masses, as they like to say.
There was no mercy. Man. But we got here. You know, when I heard I was going to Georgia, I was like, oh my God, we're going to be. I don't know why my little mind thought we're going to be like.
In the sticks?
In the trail.
I'm dead.
I was
she said we're gonna be in the backwoods.
Look, 5-6-year-old me was like, so you want me to live on a farm? Excuse me. I had a nanny in Kenya. I'd rather be there. Thank you.
God. Can we talk about I miss the house girls?
Yo, you could actually have help. You actually had a community.
Can we talk about it? I would literally ride my bike. My mom, I'd be like, Mom, I'm going to my cousin's house. She'd be like, okay, bye. And I would get on my bike, ride miles.
Just gone.
Gone.
Gone with
and I'd be gone for like half the day. And then I guess my aunt at some point would call her and be like, oh, Brian's sleeping over. She'd be like, okay, bye.
The community is just unlike any. You cannot get that here. It's so hard. It's so hard.
So fucking hard.
That's one thing our parents gave up already. But it was worth the sacrifice then to give up that community and that familiarity and like having your whole family here, because you're like, all the opportunities for me and my family growing up in America. So undefeated. Meanwhile, here we are.
I remember I talked about this with a friend before. I was like, because I don't know if I read this somewhere, I saw this somewhere. It's like, the whole idea of like America being like the land of like milk and honey, you know, the American dream.
Land of the free.
When I tell you, whoever was the branding or marketing for that project deserves fucking, because the way they fooled countries.
They did that.
Generations.
They did what needed to be done.
Of people into thinking coming here was going to solve every single problem that you have in your country. And you'll never look back.
Can we get you on the PR, please? Because
honestly,
they understood the assignment through and through and through and through.
And droves of people have been coming here
Ever
day one.
since. And now here we're talking about, so Mexico.
No, literally.
I wasn't saying that stuff back in 2015. That was damn.
That was damn talking.
Can we come over Canada? We ain't got COVID, I promise. Like, does Canada even let Americans in yet?
I don't think they've even lifted like their tourist restrictions. Like, you can't go there as a tourist anymore.
I swear they're just using COVID as an excuse. They're just like, please, Americans, keep out. We don't want you or your guns or your 100 other issues.
I'm surprised Europe hasn't even been like, actually, you know what? We should have kept that ban on Americans while during COVID.
Yeah.
But no, like, and we're nowadays our generations of us are just like, fuck this shit, fuck America. It's giving very much third world country in a Gucci belt. I know y'all hate that statement, but I stand by it. It's giving third world country in a Gucci belt, if anything, honestly. Because for one, the infrastructure sucks. The whole everything is a scam. Living here is just like the hardest thing.
So costly.
Especially in this day and age, like being our age, let alone what our parents went through, because it was all like post 9/11. And then literally, I know we came here like 05. And then literally 3 years later, housing market crash.
Oh, jeez. We're about to have another housing market crash, I swear.
We're not. It's not going to crash.
You don't think so?
No. Ask me why.
Why?
Because all the properties and stuff that have been bought up and gobbled up are owned by either A, developers, or B, investment companies.
But no one can buy them.
No, and they're all backed by banks.
But wasn't that what started? Look, I was 12 years old in the housing market crash. If you want to,
let me
not say too much.
Let me just say, actually, this is one of the things that I really got interested in, because my parents bought their house during the housing market crash, which to this day always surprises me. But if
you're prepared for it.
If you really want to understand what the fuck happened in 2008, go watch the movie The Big Short with Steve Carell and like Ryan Gosling and like all these other celebrities. But they break it down for you about like what happened. But all this to say, this shit is fucking terrible.
It's hard out here. Like, between like the racism already as Black people, and then the gun violence, that mix alone, like, okay, racism is everywhere, but the gun violence
not only
is unmatched.
Not only in general, but also against us.
Yeah. Like,
it's one thing, it's like, okay, you can do some racist shit, not let me in places or like act some type of way to come around you.
Which they do here.
But then now you gunning me down because of it? Okay.
Like, I'll just take the looks and people asking me for pictures instead of me.
Honestly.
And even without race being a factor, like, literally, you just like, I'd be driving and I'm like, what if somebody decides to like pull a gun out of their car and just start shooting up the highway? Or I'll be at a cafe just eating. I'm like, where's the exits just in case something pops off?
Yes. I started doing that at work. I'm like, okay, if shit were to ever pop off, where am I going?
Yes.
Because honestly, the way it's going, it could happen here.
It could happen. I remember when I was working and I was in office and my desk was like not by the door, but like if you enter through the main door, I'm the first person you see, and I'd be thinking about, do I hide under my desk? Can I get to the other exit? Like, things that I'm just supposed to be doing my job, but I'm over here thinking about, what if somebody, a disgruntled employee or whatever,
no, really, like it happens.
Yeah, too often.
Way too often.
Like, I'd be like, even like taking my little brother to practice, I'd be like, let me make sure I say I love you, because Lord forbid.
Okay.
Bruh. This is not what I think our parents
signed up for.
This is not what they were expecting.
Honest, but I think we know better. I feel like, yes, they came here under the guise and under the rose-colored glasses of like, I'm doing this for my kids to be able to have a better experience, more opportunities, which is, I feel like, very true. Those parts of the American dream were not a lie. It's the other parts that we're also concerned about.
It's like, do the pros outweigh the cons
of coming here?
Yeah.
To the point where, like, now, I remember I was talking to a friend of mine who's currently living back home after being here. And she was like, yeah, I'll never see myself come back there.
And she was raised here?
Moved here when she was little, just like us. Went through the whole, school system, college. As soon as she was done, she said, I'm peacing out.
She was ahead of her time because that's what the
But like
girls are
she
trying to
had
do
other
now.
goals that she wanted to accomplish, and it just for her she didn't see it happening here.
Yeah.
And props to her because that's already
That's a big
that's a
leap.
huge feat in itself.
Yeah.
And she's incredible for that. But then I think throughout as time has gone on, like she's like, yeah, I don't think I could come vacation in America, but I could never see myself living there permanently. I said, girl, I don't blame you. Shit is not okay. And I'm
No,
like,
they told us.
and nowadays, like when I talk to my dad, he goes, yeah, they eventually want to retire back home, but they're just like, honestly, Brian, there's nothing holding you back here. Like once you're done with whatever you want to do, like you could dip out and go back home. And I'm like, and honestly, before I used to be like, oh, Dad, I could never move back to Kenya.
I know.
My life here
Imagine
is like
middle school me would be like, go back to Kenya.
No. Now
I was like, Kenya.
you mean to tell me?
I know my passport has expired, but I promise I'm getting that.
How many times? No, we still need to book
We
to go back
do.
to DCC to renew our Kenyan passports because it gives very
She doesn't go here.
Literally,
we don't know her.
Every time we pull up to the fucking visa line,
you look, the Kenyans looking at us like, do you even go here?
They look at your first and last name and be like, and you're and you were born.
Honey, you have to pay to even get through this airport, okay? So not too much on Kenya's name.
Period. But like, no, yeah, I if it's not Kenya, then it's honestly for me, it's probably gonna be South Africa.
Oh my gosh, yeah, South Africa is everything.
And like, I'm thankful to my parents for coming here, for at least opening my eyes and like letting me see like, somewhat of like what's out there in the world. Cause I feel like it's not a lie. You really do get opened up to like all the opportunities that like are out there for you.
Yes.
Whereas I feel like if our families had stayed in Kenya, I don't think we would even be doing this.
Yeah, no.
Like the idea of like
even the thought of us not doing a normal kind of whatever is available to us, whatever jobs we can find at that time.
It's like that's not even. But like, thank God that we did end up here and it's
have that comfort.
And it's so insane how it's always, especially with like the green card system, it's such a lottery.
Yeah.
And it's like the people who do get chosen, it's insane. Like the whole process is fucked up, and I think all borders should be open to everyone.
Yes, we are just living here. Like, I just don't understand.
I've never understood why.
I feel like human development like peaked a while ago. Like we're like, oh yeah, we're smarter than the basic animal. But at some point, we started derailing. Once we started introducing like taxes, the whole industrial revolution, like I think kind of
the whole credit score system did not exist before 1989.
The whole like Medicare system, like we really messed up thinking like we're so smart, we know how to do things, and now here we are suffering. Why does it cost money for me to live in this and to just exist in this world?
Money to breathe.
No,
water. Why am I paying for it?
Like
it comes down from the sky for free. And honestly, in Kenya, rainwater, as long as you have a filtration system, you have water.
Yeah, and it's because I'm about to go on a whole nother tangent if we really get into this about like why we even need money to exist, like to simply exist. But anyways,
to simplify this whole fucking thing.
Right.
I could not see myself like living the rest of my life in America.
Yeah,
I think I'm grateful to have seen what I have seen.
Yes, honey, but that American passport gonna take us places. Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie, low-key have been considering renouncing my American citizenship.
Nah, baby, you need that American passport.
For what?
You're just gonna make it that much easier to travel everywhere.
But then there's so many other countries that like offer you gateways and entrances into other countries, and you can easily get their passports without. Yes. And you just have to pay like a hefty fee. I would rather pay $2,000 to have an EU or like some European country like passport than an American one.
That's fair. But all I know is going to South Africa with a Kenyan passport, ironically, a lot harder than it would have been if I had an American passport at that time.
It's okay. Well,
a lot harder. It's not even funny.
We'll find out when we go.
Oh, yes. I gonna need to do a comparison and contrast because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to go until like 4 days before my flight.
Because you were like, oh, shit.
Like,
I will say, it does open up a lot of doors.
It does. An American passport. And people there's still that idolization, of America. So when you travel, people are like, be friendly. Oh, where are you from? Blah, blah, blah. Like, they don't always, depends on where you go, look down on you. That's starting to change.
Oh,
but
they're looking down on all of us, babes.
as I was
They're
saying
very much
it,
American.
oh.
Here y'all go. Do you want some gun violence with your recess? Yo, the way they eat us up with every time we make fun of British people for like their breakfast, like online and shit. Every time I see this, it's always like, and then they always like when it's like a back and forth, like us coming for each other's countries. First thing everyone goes to, can you even go to school without worrying about being shot?
Like, no, we can't. Thank you.
Meanwhile, they're all just like,
oh no, another one they love to pull is like, y'all eating all this food with no affordable health care. Just no, like, it costs y'all thousands of dollars.
Your portion sizes are so big, but then
the portion sizes in which y'all cook don't match with the health care that y'all got.
Provide, right.
Like, girl, can you even go to the doctor?
Without paying $30,000?
Look, we'll be in pain for weeks, months, and years before we go to the hospital.
Not to expose myself, but have I seen a dentist?
Look, no, my feet have been swollen for the last 6 years, but I'm not going to a podiatrist unless I'm in Mexico.
Tell you.
Who has that money?
Look, I'll get work done. I will get work done anywhere else outside the Americas.
Look, because I'm like, y'all, I'm willing to put a little bit of extra money so that we can all get care. They're taking so much out of our taxes anyways.
Honestly,
what are we doing?
As much as, like, I think the whole, the Scandinavian countries have got this shit figured out. Is they take big ass amounts from their, taxes, because they socialist countries or whatever it may be, whatever y'all want to call it, but they got it right. They take mass amounts of like taxes from their citizens' paychecks, whatever it may be, and they actually apply it to social programs that work.
Yeah, to benefit the entire society.
The entire country. Denmark, Sweden, Greenland, Iceland, all these countries, happiest countries in the world. Multiple times, every poll that's ever done every year, they're the happiest. They have the happiest citizens. Why do you think that is?
I mean, we're paying a whole lot of money in taxes. It's just going to like weapons and
weapons
defense.
Of mass destruction.
Yeah,
shit that we don't even give a fuck about.
Yeah,
like military budgets to me are the fucking most insane. The American military budget to me is the most insane. Like if you see the numbers.
Oh, I hate it.
When they do like the country's gonna shut down if we don't figure out this budget, it's because the military is asking for more money.
So
I always swear it's because the military wants more money,
and it's like not even close how much more we spend to like the next country.
And the thing is, like
the next 10.
Y'all want all this money for what?
For what? War isn't even the same as it used to be. Like girls are not out here in the trenches
fighting.
It's
not fucking guerrilla warfare. Y'all not hiding in the jungles of every country y'all go to.
Right,
like it's very much an intelligence game at this point.
America has had one like on soil mass attack, right? And even before then, 2?
Pearl Harbor.
Oh yeah, fair. But here we are, 2022, still with the same hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars.
They always say when a president is failing, their best option is to go to war to get reelected.
Yeah.
Because in times of strife and shit, I promise you Biden might get reelected.
Oh, he will. Might. I think he definitely will.
Like, somebody needs to go ahead and put Grandpa Joe in his chair and wheel him off.
No, I'd be feeling bad for him because people I don't know if you saw, he like was reading the teleprompter and he repeated the thing. He like read.
Not even that.
He read the directions. I was like, Joe.
No, I thought you were gonna talk about when he fell off his bike.
No, see, I be feeling for him because like what? Okay, everybody in office is that old. It's way too old to be in office.
But what about fucking Justin Trudeau, Emmanuel Macron?
Okay, we're talking about America.
All these countries get hot presidents.
Lower those expectations. This is not happening. Obama was the closest you're getting, honey.
Babes.
That's the closest you're getting.
Who was the really hot president?
Of the U.S. of A? I know you're not talking about FDR.
Girl, calm down. No.
Oh.
You meant JFK.
That one. That initial.
Calm down. Calm the fuck down.
This is why I studied international affairs and not political science.
Not you coming for Honestly.
JFK.
He was one of the girls.
Obama's still
He was
on
one of the
top.
girls. For the girls who get it. He was one of the girls. Yeah, girl. They said JFK had love. It's a whole fucking theory on TikTok.
Oh, I want to delve
Well,
into
there's
this.
pictures and videos apparently of him and his lava.
All of the presidents, especially those like
The early 19, yeah.
well, not even early 19 throughout the 1900s.
Have you seen the First Lady on Showtime?
I've been watching, but just Viola Davis is scene, so. Cut the camera. We're done here. I'm not doing this with you. Because what you're not about to do. Because I was doing research. Viola Davis did her research. Michelle Obama be making those faces.
I went back and I looked at it too, and yeah, she does.
She do. Which I want to come for Viola Davis for accurately portraying.
Fucking
Miss
was it
Obama?
FDR, Teddy Roosevelt. Which is the one who came first? Was it Teddy? FDR had the programs during the.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's the one that had like 4 terms.
FDR was a hoe.
Really?
Oh yeah, this man was cheating on his wife, full on. Meanwhile, his wife, full on sapphic queen.
Look,
she was also, she said, "I'm rolling with the LGBT." Yeah, Miss Eleanor Roosevelt was very much rolling with the LGBT.
Was this on
First Lady? She had a lover that she was keeping at the White House. Yeah. It's on the show.
I feel like there's so much scandal that happened in the White House in the 1900s. Like, I just want to be a fly on the wall.
But one of the scenes in on the First Lady, Eleanor Roosevelt, like, she goes into the president's bedroom and like touches a wall, and it's like a secret passageway.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yes, and she was like, a lot of the presidents that lived here had slaves, or like when they moved in, they brought slaves over, and some of them were not recorded and apparently weren't in the record books. So where did they stay? And it's like and she opens the like door, and it's like a whole like bedroom. Yeah, and guys, apparently they say that's where Eleanor kept her lover.
I was like, not you ruining secret passage
and like
ways for me.
I don't know who the president was before FDR, but like the First Lady, like she was like, "What are you doing?" She goes, "Yeah, girl, I've been here before." Because her uncle was Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh, Eleanor Roosevelt? Yeah. Oh, wow.
Her and her husband are cousins.
Oh.
Secrets of America. Who knows? But
child, this episode just went all the way.
we got way too into it. But
way too into it. But it's kind of hard to ignore. Like when you're talking about why America ain't what it used to be, ain't giving what it used to be. It was. And it's hard to avoid the things staring in your face, like politics and stuff. Like we're very much aware of what's going on in our world, and we're gonna talk about it.
And that's why, a lot of our generation, like first world, first generation diasporians,
high income, highly developed income countries.
Yes, that's why a lot of us who did migrate from
lower income countries.
Thank you. Not you checking me. Make sure I'm PC. I don't want to get canceled.
It's not about getting canceled. No. It's disrespectful. We're all in the same world.
That's why a lot of us have just been like, yeah, fuck this. We move in cross country to other countries.
Yeah.
Mexico, Canada, Europe.
Right. Like it used to be like where all the immigrants come to America now. Everybody's migrating out, like fleeing, the mass flee.
But do you ever think about like if your parents never came here?
Oh, all the time. All the time. I feel like the grass, is always greener on the other side. But I feel like there is definitely aspects of my life that I would appreciate over there. Like even just from the foods we eat, like the community we get. It's just unmatched.
I always think it is like I would have a much closer relationship to my cousins. Because like when I go visit, it's like they all like grew up together. So they all have like that bond. And like I left when I was like 8 years old, while everybody else was like still very young.
Yes.
So I didn't get like the opportunity to create that bond with them.
Yeah.
So I feel like we'd have like a much closer, relationship. And then I'd be closer to like all my younger cousins too.
And Shosho and Guka, like
yes, absolutely.
A real relationship with them.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. I'm thankful, but at the same time, I feel like I wish I did have that.
Yeah, same.
I think that's like one of the few regrets that I have,
Yeah, things that you kind of look back on and you're like,
I wish.
What would that have been like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine me in like a Kenyan boarding school though?
You actually needed to be here. Never mind. Not for Brian.
Brian. School. Could you imagine?
No, because I know it's nature versus nurture, but I feel like
I would be traumatized.
You're
hate crimes.
Bougie. You're a bougie queer self in Kenya.
But I feel like I don't think I would. Honestly, I feel like if I did go to private school in Kenya, it wouldn't be like a local private school, like a local boarding school. I feel like it'd be very much like an international, like a Strathmore kind of.
Okay, what is it? IBA, IBS, international
condition. Not you. I mean, I look here.
What is this like? IB something, IBA type of school.
I don't know,
or
but
BA, the high school where you're like international.
Oh yeah, all the international like boarding schools or whatever are very much named after like
English Let's names. Not get into it. Okay.
They're all named they all have English names.
Imagine Brian in his little school uniform, the vest. You already be wearing.
I do love a vest. Actually, honestly, at the season, whatever season we finish, whatever episode we finish, I want a compilation of all my vest fits.
Look.
Because I feel like I put on a vest on like almost every single episode.
So you're kind of already like in tune with your boarding school self in another universe.
Oh my God, could you imagine like I would be styling the house down boots, those uniforms.
I would love it. You might get suspended though. You would definitely get at least a whack on the hand. I'd get
dress coded every single fucking day.
Yeah.
Be like, Miss, what are you talking about? This is an original me.
And they'd be like, put your hand out. You want to?
I'm calling my dad. Do you know who my father is?
I feel like our parents would have thrived there, but that was one of the sacrifices they decided to make for us.
Okay, no, and that's another thing. Like a lot of like people who move here like will come from like really educated like backgrounds, engineers, really well doctors, professors.
Yeah.
And like they'll come here and be like, I'm doing this for my family, and they will take
custodial jobs, like gas station clerk, like it's not so hard with their accents, and they just don't. I don't know. America doesn't take
the same educational degrees and stuff as most countries, and it's like that makes no sense because if he can teach there or if he can do what he did there, why can't he come and do it? And it's like you have to have certain stuff, and it's like already
it's like all just bigoted and rooted in just
racism.
Yeah,
and like. But it's like it's fucked up. It's one of the fucked up things that I think about because like
the cost our parents.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
my father was a full-on electrical engineer.
Talk about it.
We lived a very comfortable. I'm not gonna lie on this podcast. There's a reason I act the way I do, or like I perceive life the way I do, and like I go through life that way. I love soft life. I love luxury black girl life because I was accustomed to it until the age of 8.
Yeah, and then
it's just ever since I've wanted to go back to it. I've done everything I possibly can to go back to it.
And our parents have tried to make it like not as harsh. Yeah, for us. Like, and still give us certain things and
still try to,
because honey, I'm still gonna live the soft life, even if we don't have the means that we had in Kenya.
Luxury black boy joy, black girl joy, all day, every day.
Yeah,
soft life till I die.
Till I die. I'm self-employed, baby. I can budget my soft life in. I will budget that soft life in.
Okay. And this little corporate check is going to every soft life. Any convenience, if I can pay to not have an inconvenience.
Oh,
I will gladly do it.
Oh, we know you will, Brian.
Oh, I will. Gladly. How many times?
Yeah, no. Brian is too quick.
If I could pay for me to not be inconvenienced, gladly.
I at least would be like, oh, so
I don't mind a little wait. I don't mind a line.
Yeah.
Fuck a line. You want me to park my own car? But you have valet for a reason. Goodbye. Here.
See, that's where we differ because I waited 25 minutes for a Lyft to save like $2.
And I almost called him Uber XL to take us 8 minutes.
Like the Uber X is not coming.
But the thing was, there was 6 of us. Let's be honest.
No, you almost called the not XL. It was like the
Uber
Lux.
Black.
Yes,
Uber Black.
Yes.
Babe, I almost called it Uber Black for 6 people. But it was for 6 people.
That was his default.
That is my default setting.
It's like, oh, it's giving this
Uber
much.
Black,
And we're like,
boom.
what? How much? That's not what our app says.
No, because it literally said $32 to go 8 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm like, mine says 12. How
Right.
did you get 32?
32. He's like, oh, it's on Uber Black. Sorry. But some
But
of
I'm
us
just
girls
saying,
don't get that.
Literally, I
It's
was
not fun.
I was used to a life of, every inconvenience out of my way.
Yes.
Why would I not want to continue that?
Yes.
Just because I'm in America? Fuck that.
Honey.
Fuck that shit.
No.
If I can pay to not be inconvenienced, I will gladly do it.
Yeah. Even with America's high prices.
Honestly, I'm not opposed to, continuing that life. Not in America.
Same.
Gladly. I'm very much prepared. My dad was, like we were saying, middle school me, high school me would have been like, ew.
Never.
Move back, never. Now
we have sense.
Now I'm like, look, when I tell you, I started looking at property.
Really?
Buying property back home.
Really?
Yes. I want to buy like beachfront property.
Okay, we need to talk about that.
It's available.
We need to talk about that.
It's like a couple, it's a mill or so, but it's like, what's that? That's nothing.
We'll talk about that later because I wanna hear more.
But yeah, like
property here for a mill is giving
the fucking trap house in Midtown.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very much ready to back up and go.
Yeah, I'm for it.
Thanks mom and dad for having the dream and getting us here. But girl, yeah, it ain't what it's not giving what it was supposed to give.
Yeah, what they said it would give.
It didn't.
It didn't at all.
So
here we are.
Your girl is out.
New topic. New segment I'd like to call.
Oh, all right. Go ahead. Introduce the segment.
Watch this. These are my transgressions.
I hope you put that fucking GIF in there of us just
watch this. Because he knew who was about to change our lives when he started singing that song. But yeah, these are my transgressions because this morning,
the girls are trying.
All I wanted to do was practice a script, edit a couple videos. You know what I did instead? I was in contact with Facebook, not calling them because do they have a number to call? No. I'm locked out of my Facebook account. I had to change my Twitter password and log out of all devices. My Instagram, I already went through this yesterday. I went through this with my Google yesterday because these hoes want to hack my account. Girl. My account was hacked like 7 a.m. Sunday. I don't know. It was a whole thing. I'm trying to check my emails in the morning and Google was like, we need you to sign in because we don't know who you are. And why was the recovery phone 08111? It was like 12 digits. I was like, this is not my phone. Jeez. Luckily, they still had my number, so like I could actually access Google because if Google will do nothing else, she will keep you out of your account. She said, I'm sorry, I don't know you. Yet somehow they managed to access my account from either California or Indonesia. Google's not really sure, but they accessed both of my Gmails. And they were like, okay. Get your Gmail, girl? I don't know. I think they hacked this laptop. I don't know.
Well, I hope they don't hack this episode because this shit needs to go out.
The Google is linked to YouTube. So we're just going to hope for the best. If y'all see, no, because my sister.
Whatever tech support is on this, girl, get the fuck out.
My sister texted me Sunday morning like, girl, you good? What's going on with your profile picture?
Oh my God. Oh, yo, okay. I meant to text you about this because I was on your Twitter, or at least I was scrolling on my timeline, and I saw something that you tweeted. It was I was like, girl, we didn't have a sponsored post or anything to go out. What the fuck is this? What are you posting
about? Yeah, they tweeted that like 3 times.
I meant to text you about it, but then
first of all, if I were to die or kidnapped and I was sending out messages or doing some weird stuff, I would be dead. All thanks to everyone but my sister because she peeped my profile picture on Instagram and she called my mom like, "Yo, is Wangechi good?" Shout out to her.
Well,
and she was because she saw like my Instagram. It was like 7 a.m. on Sunday that they changed the picture. They followed a whole bunch of random people. Blocked and reported all of them. Y'all ain't cute either.
Wait,
so I don't know why you're trying to publicize your Instagram and you look like that.
Well, I guess now we need to fucking update our security for all our socials for the podcast then.
I already did that. I already spent this whole morning doing that and yesterday morning doing that. I should have known like when they didn't try to access my debit card. Then they try to access my credit
Because your
cards.
Google can sometimes be like, because your Google Pay.
They have my Google, which has all of this information.
Girl, they said we after your followers. We
Honey,
after your socials.
girl,
Said,
you want these little followers? Get them.
No, they said you're an influencer in the making. We want your coin. We
No,
want your potential coin. We don't want your actual coin. We want your potential coin.
They see a vision.
They said, "Oh, this girl.
We
she's
had
the
a
one."
dream.
Like
I'll take that blessing. Speak that blessing, because really, what do you want? These random people on Facebook, these 400 or 500 people that I friended in middle and high school that I don't even know who most of them are. I just haven't deleted them yet.
Some of y'all might be listening, so she doesn't mean that. That's all for entertainment purposes. We still need your following and support.
My Facebook is full of a bunch of random.
Oh yeah, no, y'all can do whatever you want with
Facebook.
Yeah.
Like at least Instagram, like when I scroll through my time, like I know who these people are. It's still not giving money. It's still not giving influencer numbers.
I'm so sorry.
Why do you want this engagement? Oh, 56 people liked your post. Let me hack your account because you might be the next.
But that's
go after what's her name, Miss Madison.
Not Madison Beer.
Yeah, no. Who's the girl?
Addison Ray.
Yes. Hello.
Girl, not you putting down Addison. They could never hack her though. She got a whole fucking security and like IT farm.
Addison, let's talk. Cause what do I gotta do? What? Speaking of coin, I spent coin. I was like, what is the top security service I can get to block all this? Yes.
I mean, you'd have to this much. Yeah, it's giving very much me getting robbed in Kenya and having.
No, I would rather take my digital robbery over physical robbery. That's just like a whole breach of. I don't feel safe anywhere if it was physical.
Oh shit!
Did you?
I mean, after it happened, actually, no. Physically, I felt fine. Actually, no. Let me not lie. This is a story for another time. But I will say, yeah, I would not. Digitally, I felt safe. Physically, no. But you felt fine. Digitally, you were like,
it's so
I've
annoying.
been violated.
And Google's linked to everything now. So anytime I trying to listen to my podcast on the way to class today, it's like, you've been kicked out. So you need to sign in and figure this out. This wasn't even on Spotify. This was like a random podcast app. I was kicked out. Trying to pay for a dance class today. It's linked through your Facebook and you're locked out of your Facebook. So you can't sign in through that. Excuse me. I put in money for these dance classes. I need to utilize. Okay? Like, girl. It's so annoying. Like, it's so annoying. So y'all protect your digital accounts. Write your passwords down. Take them off the internet. I don't even know what. I'm like, did they find us somehow? Like our page? Think that's what it was? Like, because sometimes some of these pages, like, you get sent into like the black web or something, like the dark web.
My Instagram is private.
Yeah, mine is.
Maybe that's how they found us.
Yeah.
Damn, girl.
They found my.
I'm so sorry. So that's how you spent your weekend?
That was like Sunday and today.
Damn. I would have been crying.
I was so upset. I almost did, especially. Why is Facebook the hardest thing to get into? I don't even use you like that. Why are you so hard?
Facebook is very difficult to get back into.
What is happening on Facebook that's groundbreaking? I'm not part of the metaverse. I don't have my job on here. Hello.
That is true.
I have 6 pictures and 1,000 friends, and 750 of them I don't know. Why can't I access this account? I'm over it. I'm
so sorry.
So yeah, these are my transgressions.
Thank you for coming to your TED Talk. And if any sponsor out there that's a cybersecurity, protector would like to sponsor this episode, go ahead, because girls clearly need protection. We need to but after all the stuff you just said, I just realized our digital footprint and what's connected to everything is so crazy.
Yeah.
Because now that scares me. Now I feel like, let me go check my shit.
Check your shit. Write your shit down. Don't post. Don't have it saved on your internet.
Yeah. Y'all can follow me, but I don't know if I'm gonna follow y'all black. Because some of y'all, now it's giving very, very stalkerish.
Yeah, no. This was like, why do I have all of these followers all of a sudden? Oh, y'all are off from the spam account. Literally 0 posts following 600 people. And there's like 50 of them. And I was like, block, report, block. Like, it's weird. I think they like try to take over your social media page. or something. Like that's why they posted on Twitter.
Because they know that's your footprint.
Yeah.
That's like your biggest influence.
Yeah.
Shit. Fuck
They
you.
don't care for the money anymore,
They
honey.
said, fuck your money.
We want that.
The Nigerian
influence.
Prince scam is no longer the thing. They come
Right.
You want to grow your following?
It's giving, what's her name on Netflix? Anne Delvey.
Oh, Anna Delvey. It's giving Anna Delvey.
We see you want to be Anna Delvey's, trying to pretend like you got some followers on you. But y'all really just stole somebody's page.
Period. I'm so sorry, friend.
It's okay. I mean, I guess better that.
Did you at least get, like, how much of it did you get back?
Oh, they didn't take no money. Oh, no, on my account,
socials and everything.
Everything but Facebook. My Facebook is like locked.
I feel like at this point, it's like, for our generation.
Yeah, it's not that deep, but it's the principle. I want my Facebook.
Except for your dance class, though. That would piss me off.
But luckily, I connected it to my Gmail, which I got back.
So okay.
Yeah, because I was about to be mad because I just put in like
so I guess
money in classes. I mean, it don't matter. It's just, I mean, it's just Facebook. But
are you tagging pictures on there?
I deleted even a bunch of stuff. Like, do I even have those memories? I think I put them in some drive to never be seen again. And delete them off Facebook. Facebook is very embarrassing. Like,
unless
if you had it between the ages of like 10 to 18, it's very embarrassing when you're older.
I think it was the point when I was like really getting to like the whole like influencer like marketing bullshit and whatever. I untagged myself from every picture from anybody who knew me between the ages middle school to high school.
Yes.
So if you're on there and you have any images of me, burn them.
Burn them
now,
please.
If you're listening.
Thank you.
But anyway.
So, what are your transgressions?
If you work in corporate America and you have a Friday that you're just overwhelmed with all the shit you have to do, don't just get up and leave when your time comes, apparently. To clock out.
It's time to clock out?
Yeah.
What else are you going to do?
Apparently stay and finish every single fucking thing you have to do. Or else you get written up the next Monday. Yeah.
You got written up?
As far as my NDA that I signed goes, that's all I can say.
Yo, your job wants you to leave, bro. At this point,
very much.
Like, between the passive-aggressive emails, this, just not even giving you, like, room to breathe, not giving you your well-deserved promotions and raises, it's a miracle you're still there.
At this point, I'm kind of staying out of spite.
Yeah, because y'all all have that friend who will leave a job and have a new job next week.
Within seconds.
Yeah.
I am that friend. But guess what? Now, here, staying out of spite.
You got a vendetta.
Oh, yeah. Y'all gonna have to drag me kicking, screaming, crying, throwing up. I'm raising hell when I leave.
No, but it's not right, like how they're doing.
What did Denzel Washington say? He was like, I'm leaving here with something. I came out as well. I'm leaving here with something. Okay? Because one thing about me is
I'm going to get yours.
Baby. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And get that severance.
Boom.
Get that unemployment.
Boom.
And get that freedom.
Absolutely.
You can tell your parents, oh, I didn't quit. I was fired.
Like, and I'm sure they're going to be like, honestly, yeah, whatever. Okay. At this point.
Honestly, on to the next.
We're not going to even ask you about it.
On to the next.
But that's a wrap, y'all. On episode 7.
Yeah. This episode was a little different.
Trigger warning. I don't know. We should probably put a trigger warning at the beginning.
If you don't want to listen, then you can click out at any point.
Honestly, I'm sure a lot of people probably were just like, they're getting political. Bye.
They said.
I'm already dealing with this on social media. Goodbye. But if you
flip that flip phone.
But if you give them that razor clap.
But if you stayed
till the end, we appreciate it. We love you. Not every episode, we can
get this
and giggle. Sometimes, we gotta get serious.
Yeah.
The world is real.
Yeah.
Shit's happening.
We're living in this world that is the way it is. But next week we're gonna be talking about, I don't know, Real Housewives or something that really isn't.
Oh my God! Yes. Speaking of, we'll get into it later, but we'll talk about it.
Okay.
There was some Real Housewives news. We'll get into it.
I don't actually watch it, so I don't know.
Oh, you got me really excited for nothing.
But you can catch us up. Catch me and the people up.
Oh yeah, okay, definitely.
Yeah. Next episode.
It'll be on What's Plaguing the Girls.
Yes, I'm here for it.
All right, y'all. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, rate. Listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts.
I'm pretty sure we got some polls out. Something.
Yes, we do have a poll out. People are still waiting for me to get on the Matchmaker Instagram Live. So
yes. Oh my God, we need to do that.
So if you want it, go ahead and comment and vote. We'll put the poll outs on Instagram. All of our polls are out on our Instagram. No, on our Spotify. So if you listen on Spotify, vote on the polls there.
Or just comment on YouTube or something.
Yeah.
Whatever's easier.
If you're wanting to, chime in our conversations, our link tree is on our Instagram bio. So go check it out there and you'll see the link. Yes, at the
Untitled Africans Pod.
Yes. I made the fucking Instagram. I don't even know the
time. That sounds accurate.
The Untitled Africans Pod. Yes, the link tree is in the bio. Click on it. There is a share your voice with us link in the link tree. Click on it. It'll lead you to the Anchor where you can record what you want to tell us or, your thoughts and anything we've discussed in past episodes. We'll bring them up, back up,
Yeah.
We're not afraid to drudge up old shit.
I hope you can hear us this episode.
Yes, and let us know the audio quality in the comments wherever you're rating us from, or let us know how we sounding.
Yeah,
because the girls have a budget now.
Honey, we're trying to give you a little bit of quality.
And can we just say shout out to y'all for getting us to 50 listeners on Anchor. And if you heard a couple of ads in this, it's because of y'all, and the girls can start getting paid.
Honey,
making this podcast money, honey.
We appreciate y'all for listening.
Y'all are real ones.
So much.
And
even if you gotta listen on mute, you play it through.
Even if you got the volume down, because we appreciate it.
Yes.
This was a great episode. So clink clink, we out.
All right, wait, we gotta. Where the fuck is my cup? Well, you're gonna use my water bottle. Clink clink clink. Thanks for watching.